Hello, my name is Cassandra Zweigert, and this is my Module 1 demographic video presentation over South Gray High School. The first slide is the demographic analysis. This high school is located in Montezuma, Kansas, which is a very small rural community of about 1,000 people. It's mainly Caucasian. There are some Hispanics, but what makes this unique is there's a large population of Holdeman Mennonites as well as German Mennonites. The Holdeman Mennonites do not come to school, they go to a parochial school, and the German Mennonites do. Some go to a parochial school and some come to public school. The school demographics that are rather unique is that we're in a sharing agreement. We're not yet consolidated, but we do. Montezuma has their own grade school, and Copeland has their own grade school, the town next to us, and then all of the children go to Copeland for junior high, and they all come to Montezuma for high school. Our school is very well organized, and the climate is warm and inviting, which has been a change in the last several years. It's very, very much kid-friendly now. Student background information, race and ethnicity. We're not very cultured in Montezuma, with 78% being white, Caucasian, and 22% being Hispanic. The home language spoken in many of the homes is mostly English. Some speak Spanish or German. There's probably a higher population of German speaking than Spanish speaking in our area. 23% of the students are ELL students, most of them coming from the German background. The socioeconomic status, 36% are 36% are economically disadvantaged. The class I chose to do my KPTP over is my nutrition class. It is one of my larger classes, FACS classes. There are 4 males and 9 females, and they range from the ages of 15 to 18. In student academic information, I included a picture of my classroom. As much as I asked my principal and our secretary, I was unable to find any academic information on reading, math, science, and social studies. We currently have a new principal, and she's been very saddened by our lack of data here. We started at the end of the year last year, we started MAPS training and a new way to gather information in these areas, but in the past we have not done anything with the data or even hardly collected data. So I'm sure there were state assessments in these, but I was not able to find them. There are educational options within South Gray. The counselor works hard to place students where they need to be and in what areas. We only have 1 English teacher and 1 math teacher, so oftentimes it's a little bit hard to place them in areas that they need based on schedule, but they are able to have 1 class of lower students and 1 class of higher students in each area, plus some accelerated learning and some enrichment opportunities. There's many learning accommodations. We're lucky to have 2 paras in our special ed department, as well as they can also help any student. So they're available at all times, plus we modify assignments as needed. Testing accommodations, there's often quiet places they can go. Just down the hall from me is a room that we use quite often, and paras are available to read tests aloud to them, and modifications include elimination of questions or rewording of questions as needed. In reflection, the NOBA culture article by Robert Biswes Neuber and Neil Thin stated that culture goes past outward appearance. I think in Montezuma this is 100% relevant, as the German population they look like the rest of us, but they have been raised very differently. Their gender roles, their idea of gender roles is very different. Their idea of education is different from main society. And then many of these students, as well as others, come from disadvantaged homes, which is hard to recognize. It's hard to decipher who needs what. In the TED Talk by Malcolm Gladwell, he talked about embracing diversity, and I think that's a huge issue that we need to embrace. And then what does all of this mean for me? All of these statistics and all of these all of our readings and videos that we watched, to me it boils down to relationship building. If you know your students, if I know what they need and I know what they strive for and what brings them to school and what their wishes are, I will know how to interact with them and what they need in each assignment and each test. And then you just have to accept each student as they are, meeting them at their level, pushing them when they needed to be pushed, and being the ear for them to listen to when they need somebody to listen. I have already completed my KPTP and passed it, so this assignment was it was nice for this assignment to go back and relook at all of this stuff and to think about it for this new school year. It's always something that needs to be addressed and looked at. Thank you for watching.